us a favor and click that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to be inspired by these heartwarming stories every day. The beach has long been associated with holidays, relaxation, fun, and peacefulness. Families will plan months in advance to spend time at the beach with friends, neighbors, and loved ones. Taking to the sand, this story of a young child. It was an ordinary day on the Marina Dunes. It was a day for fun and for exploration. He and his buddies started out by building a sandcastle, then systematically destroying it in a friendly battle. For all of these boys, it was just another day full of imagination and bonding. Later that morning, the boys moved on to digging holes in the sand further down the shoreline. The challenge was to see who could dig the deepest pit. With their hands and plastic shovels, the boys all engaged in the contest, with each one trying to outdo the others and dig the biggest, deepest hole possible. Connor worked on digging out his hole, trying to be the winner of the contest. As he ran his hands through the grains of sand, digging deeper and deeper, his right hand suddenly hit something. Intrigued, Connor began digging in that area, until he realized that what he had found under the sand was a bag of some kind. The boy dug enough around the bag to grab it and pull it up, but what Connor didn't expect was that the bag was still attached to its owner. Shocked, Connor dug back more sand to find a little girl buried underneath the sand. He immediately looked around for any adults to ask for help, but no grown-ups were nearby. Instead of panicking, Connor realized that there was no time to waste. He frantically began to dig out more of the sand from over and around the little girl's body, starting with her head. Connor cleared the sand out from around the girl, then carefully dragged her body out of the sandy hole. The young girl was limp and seemingly lifeless. She was unconscious, and sand covered her entire face, including her nose and mouth. Connor knew that this was a situation that required quick action. He was the only one around to help save the girl. It only took a few seconds for Connor to spring into action. He remembered an episode of NCIS, a television show where a character performed CPR on another character. The young girl wasn't breathing, so Connor started a CPR procedure on her. He began chest compressions, followed by tilting her head back, lifting her chin, and blowing 2 breaths into her mouth. As Connor continued the CPR cycle, a couple who were walking down the beach toward him broke into a run. It was the young girl's parents. They were looking for their daughter, and they saw her lying on the beach, a young boy performing CPR on her. The couple called 911 for help and were told that paramedics were on the way. Their daughter was 5-year-old Alyssa Boston. She had been standing near a sand cave that suddenly collapsed. She was dragged under the sand and was stuck for minutes, with the weight pushing her down. Within moments, Alyssa was unable to move. Then she stopped breathing. Alyssa's life was literally in the hands of an 11-year-old boy who accidentally found her a short while after she had fallen under the sand. Everything had been possible. The paramedics did not lose yet.
This does my life. Toby. I don't even know why I picked that gun. Wait, it reminds me. Wow, they're trash. Toby. Oh. I'm so trash at this game. I hate this game so much. Why am I playing this game right now? I don't know why I'm saying this. So trash. Oh, I'm so stunned.
Saved the little girl. Connor was unfazed in a situation that would have had most adults panicking. He continued to perform CPR on Alyssa, not giving up hope. He remained focused on trying to save the little girl, and not listening to the adults and children who had gathered a short distance away. People were holding each other and crying. Alyssa's parents were beside themselves with worry. Then Alyssa coughed and gasped. She was alive! Connor stopped giving her CPR, and the paramedics arrived on the scene. They raced down to the little girl to assess her condition. Then they rushed her to the hospital. Connor's actions had saved Alyssa's life, but she had gone for minutes without breathing. Minutes that may have impacted her health permanently. Connor stepped back with his friends and watched as the ambulance raced away, sirens blaring. For the rest of the day, Connor sat at home with his family, waiting for news about Alyssa. Thankfully, later that night they received the word. Alyssa was going to make a full recovery with no lasting damage to her health. When she awoke in the hospital, her first words were, "I feel good." With his quick thinking, Connor had saved this little girl's life. Connor's father was proud of his son and said, "I am glad that he was able to sit back and go. Wait a minute, something's going on here. There's not a parent here. I know they're at least a quarter mile away. I need to do something." Connor could have let the emotion of the situation affect him.
I'm ready. I'm just gonna play without snippets.
Today I have another 10 exciting stories about the poor, helpless animals. In all of these stories, you will get to know the people who have kind and brave hearts. Nailed by a huge steel rod. The people found the poor creature shaking in pain with its abdomen penetrated by the rod. It seemed impossible for this animal to survive, as it was obvious that a lot of its organs were damaged. But the rescuers decided they have to believe in miracles and started a recovery operation. The first decision was to slide the dying dog off the rod. The poor animal was whining helplessly while the rescuer was trying to take the big piece of metal out of its belly. After that, the suffering creature was delivered to the office of the and the poor thing were in pain caused by the rod. In spite of it, the love and care of volunteers helped them. They got a message about poor kitten on the fast track lane on the opposite side of the freeway.
Oh. No special. No shit from here. Homeowner catches robbers breaking in.
All it took was the mere offer of a cookie to keep Chloe quiet.
What is this? One in the chamber. Let's go. Be safe because it's very good.
Burglars heading upstairs looking for loot. Everything seems to be going according to plan. But what these guys don't know is that homeowner Damien Gerard, graphic designer, has been watching their every move live as it happens from the safety of his office 5 minutes away. What do you think?
Forming into our suite. Actually, I said, it took me a second to process the whole thing.
Can confirm Ajax.
I stood right up and I said, my house is being robbed. As I was running out the door, calling 911.
Major emergency. My house is being robbed by 2 individuals. Please get somebody there right away. You know who they are? I do not. I just saw it on my security cam. You're watching on a security cam? I was. I'm on my way there now. I have several units headed up in that area already.
Cops arrived, guns drawn, heading straight upstairs.
Enemy locations incoming.
They're done.
You can actually see the shadow of the other suspect as he jumps out the window.
This is my enemy data. Went out this window right here. I saw him running across my backyard, which I chased him into the park. Scanning enemy position.
The jig was up.
Go into the house. I am not wrong. I am ready to everything. You said you didn't know.
Both men Scanning enemy positions.
Expired.
Enemy locations incoming.
Smoke checked.
Downlinking enemy data.
Eliminated crash.
Enemy locations incoming.
Clean kill.
Performing intel sweep. Scanning enemy positions. Downlinking enemy data.
Shut down.
Enemy locations incoming. Performing intel sweep. Enemy locations incoming.
Enemy
What's up,
down.
y'all? It's Luke here. You watching Follow My Recipe on Cinematic TV.
Performing intel sweep. Scanning enemy
That we get from the hood. So, alright,
Performing intel
wait.
sweep.
When you chop the onion, I always got a pre-chop. See, if you like Chef Boyardee, I went out, I hung out with him for like a couple days. He could do this fast. I used to work in the kitchen.
Enemy
I used to be a
locations
dishwasher.
incoming.
Some like restaurant named Labors. It's in St. Louis. Alright. Get to the eggs, right?
Performing intel sweep.
See? It ain't no shell.
The children of prisoners, the silent victims of incarceration, getting a rare opportunity, a chance to spend a single day with their fathers in prison. Some say it can make a world of difference. But how do you fit a lifetime's worth of parenting into just 24 hours?
Performing intel sweep.
I'm getting ready to come. Can't wait till you get here.
8-year-old Arkinia Graham has never met her father.
Time's almost up.
They've grown close over the phone, but Johnny Trey Williams is serving 23 years in prison for second-degree murder.
I'm excited to see you, and I'm nervous.
Performing intel.
Today, she and nearly 30 other kids are getting a special visit with their dads, designed to prevent the kind of damage kids suffer when a parent is in prison. They are just some of the nearly 3 million children in this country with a mom or dad behind bars. Ethan Buckner is 7. Amaya Matthews is 9. She and her little brother live 3 hours away.
So how excited are you to see your dad?
Very excited. I can jump super high because I'm so excited.
You're so excited, I know.
My dad told me that there's this one guy that hasn't met his daughter.
She's here. Do you want to meet her?
Amaya has visited before,
introduce you.
but today is different.
Arkinia, I want you to meet Amaya. She heard about you.
Meeting your dad behind the bars is a really big deal.
Why is it a big deal?
Like, this is the one time you can, like, sit in his lap, let him hug you. He can't get up at all.
Show Dad, man. Show him what you got, son.
The day before the kids arrive, the dads get a seminar on fatherhood. That's where we meet Amaya's father.
What's it like waiting 6 months to see your kids?
Jeremiah Matthews has been in and out of jail for 12 years for burglary.
I just get scared that they're gonna forgive. I know my daughter forgives me, but you know, she told me that this is your last time, Dad. She's like, I love you, but you keep breaking promises, you get in trouble. And she was 7 when she told me this, and I don't want to disappoint her.
How I've said some very mean things to him.
You've said mean things to him? What kind of things have you said?
Like, I'm not going to trust you no more because you promised me that you would be there for me for the rest of my life. And then you go back to jail.
And so what did he say when you said that?
He just was like, okay then, please gain that trust back. As soon as I get home, I'll try to make everything different and all.
Do you believe him? You want to?
Yeah, I want to.
But it's hard to.
God.
What you want to do when you're looking
What prestige is that?
Arkenia's dad is learning a lot about fatherhood and
56.
forgiveness as well.
For you, and always will be, no matter what.
He split before she was born, wound up killing a man in a bar fight, and though they talk a lot on the phone, he's still anxious about meeting her face to face.
What are you feeling?
Anticipation. I'm trying to hold my hand, I'm shaking.
As nervous as any father getting to hold his daughter for the very first time.
She brought something for you too.
That's painful.
Hello, Daddy. I really wish when I come to see you that you could come home with me. I love you so much.
Love you too.
But this quiet moment is just a preview of what will be a very special day. The next morning, as excitement builds in this humble prison gym,
Boys and girls, they're coming in just a minute.
the dads are announced one by one. Ethan hasn't seen his dad in 7 months. His pent-up emotions bubbling over. For Maya, all her anguish and her doubt vanishes.
I miss you guys. I love you.
Arkenia doesn't hesitate. Her father, no longer just a voice on the phone.
Oh.
One in the chamber. Downlink enemy data.
Shot out. Recon done.
Scanning enemy positions. Downlinking enemy data.
Yes, I'm out.